Hadn't had to make a negative Cowboys video in a while. Uh, I'm if you've watched my videos long enough, there's a reason that I have a Texas Longhorns pillow on the back. Graduated from UT in 2011, and the quarterback during my time at Texas was Colt McCoy. And if you've watched my videos on the Texas Longhorns side, you know exactly how I feel about Colt McCoy as a player, as a guy, as a representation of the university. A lot of respect for that guy, and he was my quarterback. He is my quarterback when it comes to college football, um, and I'm happy for him that I feel like he may be getting a jump start back to his NFL career. But doggone, I didn't want it to happen tonight. Colt McCoy is not, when you especially watch this game, Colt McCoy is not a superstar quarterback in the making. He is not going to be the next coming of Drew Brees. But when you watch the way the Dallas Cowboys play tonight, and you watch them make mistake after mistake after mistake, and you kept the Skins in the game, I watched the game with a bunch of people, and I was sitting there thinking, he's about to do this to us. I've seen him at Texas too many times. When teams gave him a chance, he took it. He wasn't perfect. He underthrew the ball quite a bit, had a bad interception, but he converted third downs like it was nobody's business tonight against Dallas. And that's really what killed us on the defensive side. And of course, Tony Romo going down hurt us bad. But that's not why the Cowboys lost this game. I'm not going to get on here and say that the Redskins, the Cowboys would have won this game if Tony hadn't been out for that while. Because really, before that, Romo wasn't having his best ball game. We lost this game because we keep turning the ball over. Fumbling. DeMarco had another great night tonight. But he fumbled once again going into the 10-yard line. Joseph Randle broke a big run. Could have set us up for a great second down, and he fumbles the ball. That right there, this is something that the Cowboys have been doing throughout the season. But they've been good enough to overcome those mistakes. But at some point, it was going to bite them in the butt. And tonight it did that. You played a very, very motivated Washington Redskins team who played incredibly over their head. And they deserve every bit of credit for winning this ball game. On their defensive side, they were blitzing all night long. And they did a great job of blitzing up the middle and also covering the guys across covering the guys in the second level. Though Romo made him pay a couple of times, but not most of the time. We ran the ball extremely well against them, and we probably should have stuck with it. That's really what lost it. If you want to talk about what the Cowboys should have done better, they shouldn't have turned the ball over. And doggone it, when you're running the football as well as we have been, keep running the football. That 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2 in overtime. You run them. You run DeMarco. He gets 7 yards, and then we try to throw it. And Tony had a terrible play action fake to DeMarco. Didn't fake anybody. The linebacker was covering Murray in the flat the entire time. When we dumped it off to him, he was right there to make the play. After that, you had 2 bad passes, just 2 bad plays right there, and you lose the ball game. So that's the bad part of this. But so am I frustrated? Of course I'm frustrated. The Dallas Cowboys are a better football team than Washington Redskins. Tonight the Redskins wanted more, and they deserve to win. The Dallas Cowboys are still 6-2. Now, when it comes to Tony Romo's health, that really is the main. When he went down and we didn't know how bad it was going to be, that really became the most important thing. He came back in the game. Whether that was a good decision or not, I don't know. Brandon Weeden seemed to look fine for the most part. But if Romo comes in and wins that game, we're on here talking about Willis Reed moments and things of that sort. If you leave Brandon Weeden in the game and we lose, then we talk about why didn't you bring him back in. So I'm not second-guessing that decision because I don't know. I'm not on the sidelines. But I will say, though, I'm still very hesitant looking forward about Tony Romo's health. We talked about this before the season started. And he had looking better week to week to week. But I don't know if it's re-aggravated that bag. Last year when we beat the Washington Redskins at Washington where he hurt his back, he was able to play through it and win. And then the next day, we got the report, season-ending back surgery. I am not sure if we're going to get that news in the next couple of days. I sure hope not. I sure hope he's fine. Because as well as DeMarco's playing and Dez is playing and Witten and the offensive line, we're going to need Tony Romo. He's a very vital piece to making this offense go. I think Brandon Weeden is serviceable. I think he can win some games if Tony's out a couple games. But if we're looking at the long haul, you need your guy in there. So, we're still 6-2 though. And I am frustrated though by a lot of Cowboys. I don't care what the Eagles and Redskins and Giants fans say, ripping the Cowboys and stuff. Look, that's fine. And rightfully, especially Eagles fans, because I know I was sure happy when the Cards beat the Eagles on Sunday. And so this is a big boost for Philadelphia right now because now we're back tied again. But, Cowboys fans, it's almost like, and I know, because I'm on the same boat a little bit, I know that we have been taught to watch this team and embrace this team at arm's length because you're waiting for them to hurt you, you're waiting for the bottom to fall out. But tonight you lose a tough rivalry game in overtime against a gritty Colt McCoy-led Redskins team playing over their heads. Your quarterback gets hurt, things happen, and you lose the football game. It's bad, and you need to be critical of this game. But now I'm seeing people talking about how, the season's over, we're garbage, the Cowboys are who we thought they were, all this kind of stuff. They're 6-2, man. Look, if this becomes a trend, we'll talk about it. But did you really think this team was going 15-1? Look, I know it's the Redskins. I know that they weren't a very good football team coming into this game. But teams lose games like this sometimes. It's not fun. I don't like it. And if it keeps happening, yeah, it's going to be bad. But I just hate that a lot of this fan, not everybody, but there's a lot in this fan base that if they don't win every single game, then they act like that crazy changes need to be made. The Dallas Cowboys have a formula that can win. They got away from it tonight. That's part of the reason they lost, was that they got away from the formula that got them here. But you're going to lose games sometimes. Let's hope Tony Romo's okay. Props to Colt McCoy. I know if you're not a Texas fan, it doesn't matter to you, but being a University of Texas alumni, I'm happy for him. I'm not happy he did it against us. I sure hope that he was wearing different colors and doing it somebody else. But I'm proud of it, and I think he deserves to be a starter in the NFL. I thought that back in Cleveland days, but that's a whole different subject. With the Cowboys, you've got Arizona coming next. If the Cowboys win that game, this game will be forgotten. Cowboys lose that game, we'll come back to this. So, 6-2, I'll take that at this point. I'm not happy tonight. Very disappointed, not pleased. I'm not panicking either. Now that may change when we get any new news of Romo's health. As of right now, it's all right. We'll be okay. Played poorly, should have won the game, but lost. Congratulations, Washington. They definitely deserved it. Congratulations to the Redskins fans who vehemently were cheering for their boys tonight. They showed up for you guys, and they deserved it to win on the road at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. In Arlington. So, we'll get them next time. See what happens. And how about them Cowboys? Tough one tonight.